Alright, how's it going? We are here with the final episode. Kind of like a finale, or maybe a goodbye, actually, more of. Of course, we had a very unexpected news in the last episode. We got sacked in the very last second, just after we lost to India. So what happened was, just after we lost to India in the semi-final, I got sacked. That was very unfortunate and but shit, but I assume it's just because we did not get to the final. But you know, a little bit gutting. I would have thought I would still have more time to actually maybe try and reach 1,000 points. But thinking back at it, it's probably because the way they were playing, some of the friendlies that were going, I kind of see why they might have ended up sacking me. I mean, I was more of like they probably would sack me at group stage if I got limited to them. The only thing I could say is that the fact that I didn't take any of that into equation. I didn't take into the fact that because we won the South Asian Football Federation Championship twice in a row, that might have also said to them, "Oh, we could win it, no problem." But obviously, we're not going to see the farewell yet. We're going to then look at certain things and see our progress that was in the end. Anyway, first up, let's click on Pakistan. If we look at the world ranking below, you can kind of see. Hold on, let me just move this up a little bit. You can see from these world ranking. So I mean, when we first began, it was in 2000. It was 203rd place. So looking at how much has changed since then, we've been upscaling. We did have a little dip, and we kept to upscaling. There's been a few times where we kind of did. We did see. This is the thing. So I did have a thought in my head that we were reaching the point. We were reaching that point, and there were a couple of things that I felt we could have done better. Or not the fact that we could have done better, it's more the fact that if we had things better, we could have actually maybe produced a better team. One was so we could definitely tell the team wasn't meshing together, but also the fact their progression on being good players, they weren't getting to their full potential. And that is down to the clubs itself. So there was a little bit of me was just like, there was a lot of players we had in the squad that were free players. They weren't playing for any squads. They weren't playing for any clubs. They were just sitting there playing for us. And I felt like if they got played a bit more or they got signed up a bit more, they could have maybe produced better. But that was the case. The fact that that's the only thing that I was a little bit gutting is the fact, that was the case, which makes me think maybe that next series, because I am considering to do a FM22 series up at the Pakistan save that will be made more likely to when it's released. I have been considering to maybe have a club as well, and have the club. In that club, we sign in players that we're going to be using the squad or try to. Don't know how the money budget will be. I don't know whether to pick up a big squad and do it, or just like pick up a squad where we can actually have many of them. Because I mean, that would be the case. Would be doing it in Pakistan and picking up players from Pakistan to play, or choosing a club where foreign players, there's unlimited choice. You can have a limited amount of foreign players, pick them all up, and then use them, kind of thing. But that's something I'm gonna have to see. But I could definitely say when we reached the 160, we definitely were feeling the struggle, and getting to that 1,000 points was hard because we did have to go against bigger clubs. But like I said, we had a lot of players aging. Some of the players we had were there at the right time, and we could have used them. Also, I wish that what I did was use the player profile a bit sooner. I wish I did the player thing. I might try and do sort of a player thing at the beginning, so we have players that we can What I mean is like this profile image. Maybe have a profile image to begin with, so then there is players that have them. Like I said, what I want to do is thank Sven Kujpers. He's someone who's been watching the series and also has been he's been helping a little bit. He's been helping, having communication of like team and such, but also the fact that he kind of helped me put in, give the players places, because he felt like while watching it, we haven't given the players as much of a face, and so we managed to get some of them with faces, so it was kind of good. So it was kind of nice to have so. But I think what I'm proud of is the fact that I managed to get the team up to 160. The highest we got to 160. In general, that would be the case of being, I think that is under 1,000. Under 1,000? I think we're at Pakistan 169. It's a bit crazy because there has been previous time where we had more points, but position was a bit low. But still, that's unfortunate. We were just so close. It's just. But I think the biggest funniest thing is the fact that we managed to get it to the point that Pakistan were catching up with India, which I think is the most amazing thing. Is the fact that look at the gap. This was just after. Obviously, they got when they won the SAFF championship. India won that one, the one we got sacked on. They went up 5 spots, but they were close of Pakistan being above, and that to me is nearly a positive attitude. That's a positive thing. It's just like it was very hard. I'll say this: it was very hard to take Pakistan up there, but I did enjoy it. There's been some crazy moments. I wish the competition, the Premier League, was a little bit better, but that's something to work on in the future. We had a lot of top players, though. I think Muhammad Khan from San Antonio. He actually used to play for San Antonio. Wait, did he get? Oh, he actually did. Because I'm pretty sure he was playing for FC Dallas. Oh, he didn't get to play much, but he was training with them, so he was actually producing quite well. Went to San Antonio. He dipped down really hard. Oh, that's a big Sag. Then we got Mohammed Hussein for Mariupol, who were in Ukraine. He's been doing quite well with them. 70-year-old. Majid Ghulam with Al Hamriha within UAE. Naeem for Global in Philippines. Sydney Olympic in Australia for Zubair Naeem, who would have been a promising future goalkeeper. We had quite a fair amount of players from Pakistan teams. Is that a Pakistan team? Yeah, that's Pakistan team. Marconi Stallions from Australia. I think a lot of our bigger players were from teams that were from foreign places. FK Senja for Bashir. I think this was Norway. And then Ali Ahmed for Jersland. He could have been so much better. Australia again. We had a lot of Australian players. A lot of Australian players were coming around. I see we had quite a few. They got. I think this one's the biggest one. This one's the craziest one. Amir Nabi was at Hereford for a long period. He did actually so well. Look at this. Since we've been managing, he's been doing so well for Hereford. Even though they were in Rama North, but they got relegated a bit. But he's been doing well with them. An overview of this squad. Since I was managing, we managed to win was two South Asian Football Championship Cups, one Asian Solidarity Cup, most clean sheets by a player in a season. Muhammad Khan holds Currently holds the Pakistan record for the most clean sheets in a season with 7 and has 2 shutouts to his name in current campaigns. So, we did quite well. We did well. I think we produced quite well. We did well in ranking. Like I said, from this to there is a huge jump. And the most gruesome part, you have to think about it this way. This is 33rd episode. That's how much it was taking to go up. We had to go against teams at our level. We couldn't go up against big teams and hope to win. It was really hard. You just had to pick your battles, and sometimes you don't know what player in certain nations, and that's what was crazy. Let's see, landmarks. Obviously, we went. Was this? Saddam Hussein removed as captain. Yusuf Butt was appointed as captain. Our boy Yusuf Butt, big man. He's retired now. We gave him a decent career. He had 54 caps altogether in the end. Sadly, we couldn't get him up to a big boy caps, but he got 54. He got over the 50 mark, which he should be proud of. We then appointed, at one point, was Muhammad Adil Iqbal, who only got the 27 caps. He got dipped out as well. Got runner-up by 2 times. 2 times. I see Muhammad Adil Iqbal brought in again as vice captain, and then Adel. Oh, he was removed actually. Adel Rahman was put as vice captain. Yo, this boy. I wished we got to play him more. I wish we made more games for him, because it would have been nice to get him to the 100 mark cap. Adel Rahman was probably our first midfielder, central midfielder, who we were like, okay, we can build a team around him. But we needed someone with finesse, someone who to score more. And that's where we got some like Ali Khan coming in. Obviously, we won the South Asian Football Federation winner. Yusuf Buff then was obviously removed as captain. Adel Rahman came appointed as captain, with Sulaiman Naeem being our left back vice captain. And obviously, again, we did 8 years. Imagine this. We did 8 years with this team. And reason we got sacked, we just got sacked. We did 8 years. You know what? This is even better. We had 52 games won. We had 12 drawn and 33 lost. That's a 52% win ratio. 53 actually. Sorry, my bad. 53% win ratio. That to me is really good. Like, we were still over the 50 mark. So we would have had 50-50 the way, It's just, to me, it was crazy. Records. Did we break any records? Highest ranking is by us and with 160. Lowest ranking was by us also, 2007. I think apparently. Is that by us? Yeah, that was by us. Highest attendance was 32,000 versus Laos in the World Cup Asian qualifying first section round. I don't remember that. Lowest was against Anguilla. I think that was a win for us as well. Biggest win, 7-0 against Thailand. Oh no, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. All-time record goal scorer, Ali Khan, our boy, 36. He done very well. He had 86 caps. Right. This boy, when I saw him at the age, when did he play actually? Age of 17? 18? He started playing the age of 18? Oh no, he got his first international cap at the age of 20. First goal at the age of 20 as well against Bangladesh. First one against Saudi Arabia. When I saw this boy at the age of his 20 years old, this boy made me think, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to bring younger players in and build them up into a team. We're gonna take a little piece of paper out of Germany in the past where we needed to bring in all these youngsters and that, maybe deal with having shit games to begin with and then building a good team. He scored 36 goals. Oh, that is good. This boy was our attacking right mid, right? Attacking right mid. We had tried him a few times in the striker. He didn't score as much, but an attacking right mid, woo! He was a threat. He was a threat. Most overall goals by a player in a season was by Ali Ahmed. This boy, 21-year-old, he was building. He's building. He was a future striker. This boy, I think this team right now was building into a really good team. But problem was, a lot of players we had previously that were really good were getting old, and that was where you get hit with the dilemma. It's like you can't you're trying to push them as much as you can to try and get them all working at the same time. But the problem is what the biggest problem for Pakistan was the defense. I'm saying biggest problem was defense because you couldn't get 4 really good defenders. You can only get like 1 good defender. Every time we had 1 really good defender. We had on midfield and striker we had multiple good players. In defense, you had really nobody who could actually perform, and that was what made me crazy. It was sad. It made me crazy. Anyway, most assists by a player in the season was Naveed Rahman, 2024. Most clean sheets, obviously Mohammed Khan, 2024. Most player of match awards in a season was by Ali Hussein this year, actually. Zesh Rahman got the highest average rating. That was when we had him to play for a bit. He retired at 38. We managed to get him to play for 1 more year. Sadly, he retired. We managed to get 1 more appearance out of him, or a couple more appearances out of him. It's a shame he retired though. I was hoping we would try. We had him for the 2 runner-ups because he was our best defender, really. And that's when we got our dip on defense, I think. Muhammad Ahmed got the worst discipline. He was our 22-year-old defender that was working with Ali Hussein, who were trying to get work together. Youngest player was Muhammad Ali against Tahiti. Oldest player was Razesh Rahman in the championship final. He played it as his final match, his farewell match, before he ended up retiring. Most cap is done by Ali Khan. Last goal was by Majib Ghulam against Aruba in 2025. Youngest goal scorer was Mohammed Ahmed against British Virgin Island at this age of 16 years old. Oldest was Zesh Rahman against Nepal in the semi-final, 2020. That was in our first season. Most matches won in a row, 8. Most matches without losing, 11. Most matches lost in a row, 3. Most matches without winning, 5. Most matches without scoring, 2. Most matches without conceding, 6. We can actually look at this a bit further. What we really want to see is... Oh, where's most cap? Maybe we can see average. So when we started playing, Zesh Rahman there, Majid Ghulam, Samir Nabi was our best average at one point. Yusuf Butt, Ali Ahmed, Samir Nabi got it a few times. This was a Hereford boy. Muhammad Khan then got it in 2027, and then Ali Hussein, that boy was good. We had a lot of under 18-year-olds that scored, being youngest. Our very oldest was Rahman. After that, it was more struggling to try and get someone to work on that. Result-wise, biggest win was final against Afghanistan, 4-1 against Mongolia, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Guam. Guam was a good one. Sri Lanka. Oh, that was a good one. I think best one to look at is probably like defeats. Some of the defeats were pretty horrific. losing 2-1 to Laos. 4-0 against Saudi Arabia. That was a moment when you realize how bad your team was. Bangladesh one was pretty bad. Vietnam 7-2. That was pretty bad. We were struggling. Comoros 4-0. That was pretty bad. North Macedonia. That was when we tried out to play against Europeans. That did not go well. South Korea twice. Yeah. You can't actually see who has most caps. Makes sense. Maybe we could see it this way. Modern day. Oh, we could actually check our best 11. So this is our best 11. At the end of it all, this is our best 11. Muhammad Khan in goals. Muhammad Jamil, Hussein, Bilal, and Naeem. I mean, I don't know if I would call him. Maybe he was a good player, like a consistent player. Always see our boy Ali Hussein. Yo, this boy, he's gonna do good things. He's gonna do things. Surprised by the Jamil one. I didn't think Muhammad Jamil would have been there, but I suppose he was at the time where he was doing quite well. So looking at our looking at our right backs now, I think we have quite a few right backs now who could be more promising and might consider. Obviously, our boy Ali Khan, he's attacking right. Samir Nabi center, Rahis Nabi center. Surprised because it doesn't consider Adel Rahman in there, but obviously the Nabi brothers did quite well together as well. Navid Rahman in there as well. Of course, he been doing quite good. Yo, light point also point out Rahis Nabi. Ooh. Oh, actually no. He left his club Alvi Church in 2020, right? 2020. This boy did not play for a game for another club for 8 years. This is what I'm saying. This boy did not play for another club for 8 years. This boy could have been so much better. This boy could have been improved. This boy could have been amazing. But even if you say that, he did really well. He made it in the nation. He did well. Majib Ghulam being up there. He was like on and off, but he managed to cement himself in there. Then obviously we've got our boy Ali Ahmed up there as well. Yusuf Ba, Muhammad Ghafoor was actually becoming a promising centre back. Adel Rahman there, Khalil Mullah Khan. He was okay. He had a stint. He was okay. He could have been better. He had a stint. Zahid Ahmed, Basit Ali. He was good. He was decent. And Muhammad Ahmed, who was coming into it. Yeah, we could check. That's overall, but we could check over the years. I mean, this is like first season. We had Muhammad Ali. Boy, oh, actually, we did Kalimullah Khan. He was there until Adel Rahman could rise up for his to be playing the centre back. Oh man. Wait, did we have Solomon Naeem at that time? We had Solomon Naeem. Solomon Naeem's been playing for a while. Aslam we had as well. Yo, wait, is Solomon Naeem in all of these? Oh my god, he's in all of them. Oh my god. Solomon Naeem for his to be. Wait, really? Yo, we had Adel Rahman since the beginning. We had Solomon Naeem since the beginning. We had Naveed Rahman since the beginning. Some of these players have been playing since the beginning. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's mad. That is mad. But also, it's like, ah, we could have done so much better. I'm a little bit gutted. So now, was that Asian Nation Cup is up, and it's got Indonesia, Kyrgyzstan, and Lebanon, which would have been interesting to be up against. International. So they said Ali Khan was our highest cap. Heckin' Samir Nabi had 81. Samir Nabi could have made it also to 100. We could have had 100 caps. If we continued on, we could have had 100 cap players. Adel Rahman was at 79. Rahis Nabi was at 78. Solomon Naeem was at 77. Actually, from those 5 players, you could tell those 5 players were there at the beginning. Ali Hussein had 7 out of 70. Which surprised me, but that means I actually played him in every game since he was able to play. Which is mad. Ali Ahmed, Muhammad Khan. I played Muhammad Khan when he was 17. I played him when he was 17, and that's how. And he played 66 games. I think I played Ali Hussein when he was 17 also. Oh, I played him when he was 18. And then waited a year because he wasn't developed. Some of these others I think I played when they were 16, 17. Imran Khan would have been a good player. Oh, you guys can't see it. You guys can't see it. Imran Khan would have been a good one. Some of these players that were coming in at the bottom would have been built up to be quite good. Anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed watching that or finding out some of this out. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a very interesting experience. Would I do this again? Of course, I will be doing this again for the FM22. But we might try something different. Maybe have a club also. We don't know. We'll see. But we might have a club, but our focus will be on the nation side. But we'll have a club. But also we're gonna have a few other saves as well, but we'll see. Might have to try and do is maybe start early so then we can maybe go through other clubs, other nations, try out another nation. I don't know, maybe we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you like to do so. By all means, I appreciate it and it does help me a lot. If you think I should try another nation for next season, you're more than welcome to suggest another nation. I know there's a few that I want me to try Brunei. I might try Brunei. I might try Indonesia. There's a couple of clubs. I keep saying clubs. A couple of nations that would be interesting to also do to try and get them above. But we'll see. But anyway, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a good time. Remember to stay safe and have a mask on when you're outside and keep a distance. Anyway, catch you later. See you next time. Have a nice day and a good time. See you. Bye bye.